Good day, wonderful viewers. This is Citizens Network Gambia, and you're welcome to our special edition. And of course, this is One on One with Sux, and my name is Sukay. Yeah, you see, I have somebody that is actually doing well in the Gambia, someone that is not new, and someone that Gambians already know. Su ko defee ñu jaajëfal leen yéen ñi nga xamante ne yéen a ngi seetaan Citizens Network Gambia dalal leen ci programme bi di One on One with Six, where we invite prominent Gambians ñu waxtaan ak ñun, talk about politics, talk about delve into issues yi nga xamante ne they're actually going through. And before we go, Properties Gambia Real Estate, they're our main sponsors. If you need a house or any building materials, you can go to them. They are very reliable and, of course, very affordable. Bob Keita, thank you for honoring the invitation.
Yes, thank you, Sukai. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Thank you. Like I said during my introduction, this is One on One with Sux, and we're gonna talk about issues, talk about politics, talk about your campaign against drug and all of that. So we're gonna start with your campaign. Of course, I think that's the most important thing right now that you're doing, and people are looking into it. People are saying the things that you're actually doing. Like the slogan says, take the pen and leave the drug. Can you tell us how you come about with this issue, this campaign?
Yes.
What actually motivates it?
What actually motivated me is during my time in prison, I spend most of the time with people that are convicted for drug or drug-related cases. As you know, I spent there 2 years, and I've seen how these people suffered because throughout their life they have been into drugs, and now they are confined into one place, and they will not be able to have the drugs. So you can see, the trauma some of them will go through, or some substance some of them will take, or even try to smuggle these drugs inside the prison for them to get their self back. So it's that time I took it upon myself is whenever I'm out from this place, I'm also gonna try to campaign against this. I've never taken drug before. I've never smoked weed or any other thing, but due to those circumstances that I have witnessed in the prison, I also found it possible as a young guy, as an activist, that if I gain my freedom, I'm also gonna campaign against drug.
Okay. Interestingly, nga naman ni kakang bob. Dol ko mune bobs mune yati na bob benyin kono. Jama ikafole ko bob fango alafta fandu ni la politiko kono de akamonto ko fango nyin 2026 main election o main kana alafta kalole. Like, what do you have to say? You Minnesota for like to clear things?
No, we're in a democracy. People are more entitled to think or say whatever they believe. Right now, even how I am, I'm just from work. Before that, I went to another school. So this is the 23rd school in visit. The videos are there, myself is there. There is no place in politics. There is not even a politic talk there. So all what we talk about is take the pen and leave the drug. Because be momo in the long, they listen to me, so even a video from you in that school, you see the excitement in them when they see me. So I love to use la, what influence they use la, to talk to them about drugs. Because being a drug man can bank, especially a drug man for kusla. Jabaka fa jina bas. I'm a man I news to the what's on Gambia. Mojo funding jole ni otuta je. Didn't mero go for 25 years from. So what I did ko masakunda dambanta kenola. Puruntel France finte nga fight nyinke. So fight nyinke kono diam jamal for the come here for time. But you cannot control what people are gonna say. But as far as we are doing the right thing, that is what is more important.
Saita Fongo, do you really have the interest to be a politician in the future? Maybe.
It's not easy to predict what is going to happen in the future. But right now, as we know, We have an emergency in the country, that is the drug, and I think that should be everybody's business. Politics waits for the future, but right now, the most important thing is to fight the kush, commonly known as Ginabas. Yeah.
Gina Bas o kus nga jole ko kome ya fanya me ay mo jamale fa so as a prominent person nga jole ko just last week Monday we've seen you part of the people that were out there at the National Assembly with regards to the protest that was going on with the judicial bill and National Assembly increment of their salaries and the pension bill, of course. Nanata drogola quoto, who would you actually blame? Because most of the youths that are actually dying, some of them are less than 20 years. So some people would say, maybe they have responsible parents at home. They are not actually taking care of them. Government. Bari niaje fanang niajube koteke. The government cannot come to your houses and look at your children for you. So who would you actually blame with regards to these drugs?
No, Yala Jang, we are not trying to look for blame. We are trying to look for solution.
Yes.
Because already the damage is already there. You cannot blame the government. You cannot blame the parents. You know, you cannot blame the youths, but never blame Kela, which I don't want to blame anyone. I think we should try to look for a solution, because in any crisis, the most important thing there is to look for solutions. For government, there are just number of people. They cannot control every compound. So self-government also should be there. It could be kushma. Probably the little you can have there, you're going to be admitted at the hospital. You understand? And then there's the list. If you're not there, you're going to be taken to prison. If you're not there, you're going to be in the graveyard. So why are you still using the substance? Because any importance there's already a life. You understand? So we have to look at the solution. Now, what is the solution? Parents will be try Jamal be became male school incident be memory either nightclub and no parents is even gonna allow your kids to go to club. So most of the time you got dodgy. So now we should end the blame game. We try to look for a solution. How to stop this madness, because remember happen is too much, and I'm projecting it in next 2 months it's going to be worst, because school will be closed. We know by 28th of this month schools are going to close till September. So with this time there'll be a lot of parties, there'll be a lot of house parties. You understand? There'll be a lot of car drifting, Sunday beach clubs also. So these are the times that we need to do the sensitization. So until schools are coming to close, we are going to stop that one now. But now we are going to the football fields, we'll be organizing concerts. You understand? We'll be going to the beach and sensitize. Because right now, parents will be in the country, they don't control about the danger of this drug. Because it's crazy. But right now, as you said, we cannot blame anyone. We just have to find a solution.
Okay. In finding solutions, what do you actually think government should do?
Yeah, I think there should be a task force. Because number one, the first solution is in Gambia. Akanale. And Gambia, we have only three ways. It's either the seaport, the airport, and the borders, small canal in Damena. So those places, we need to control our borders. We need to make sure security many along they are well taken care of, they are well paid. Because drug is a very lucrative business. If you venture into drugs, and they be drug law enforcement officer, your salary is less than $100 a month or $200 a month. In the drug dealer, not any drug muta. I can easily give you $10,000 for free, and you will take it and go and take care of your year. So I think the government need to look into this to make sure our borders are well secured, and we also have personals there, many along they are well paid, well taken care of, to minimize corruption. Because the major mode of corruption is greed and low wages. So I think the number one thing the government need to step up and have a mechanism in place, and then from there, because I need drug man do na multi mal because substance may more in Gambia it become important from cocaine to whatever they call it. I don't know their names, Abekanana, Jambar, all these things, they are not manufactured in Gambia. So I think they need to work tightly with the security forces and see how they can minimize this crisis. Yeah.
They need to work with security forces and see how best they can actually minimize the issue of drugs coming into the country and harming our youths. Bob, coming after Nyamin during the introduction, we've seen you part of the people that were at the forefront protesting against the judicial bill. What do you have to say about that?
I think protest is good for democracy. It's also good that now we can go out and voice out our our anger or disappointment with members of the parliament that are voted in by the people. They are sitting there to represent the people, not for themselves. Because niajo finto keta comme nga fo nyame nyel ye il afta ka mo roble ibe tapale ya kolto bari ngi mutale because niajo be what they want to do comme il afta ke fon enrich le but you want to just do it in a very civilized way, but thank God that Gambian youths came out and then they have seen their plans and then we stood for it. That was just the first time. We hope they will listen to our cry. They will just withdraw that bill, because if it continues going, we'll come out in larger numbers. So, what we understand, understand this bill, it left a legalized. It's already in place. Yes, 6 legislators believe that the first thing you make your own salary.
Yes.
People don't know this. You understand? Before Speaker was receiving 600,000. You understand? Per year, but now it's 1.something million. At the yearly salary alone, we see how many security officers let you know. So now they are living in that is a poor country.
And then they came up with the 2.5 million vehicles.
No, it's 3 million
yeah.
cost, even though they are paying half of it, but half of it is paid by our parents, your mom, my mom, his mom, and other people. So I just more like Gambia. You understand? Because right now the deputy Gambia is into billions. You understand? The deputy will be motor less than more than $3 million is motor. You understand? So be neither for kona koteke, you could be below not la mayor lonko. Deputy ni mem fon fa understand, but you could deputy mem fan lonko na resign tale. What a molia bondi je recall, they will still pay him for what? You understand? So until I jeloko belonging fair because na will last year, ye president for la bilonat, beoji jan ni president botaji, abe good allowance men sotalaji. Abotaji itel judiciary nada and itel fenko parliament for nada, and these are the 3 arms of government. Monyata ka yonda nyin sabo le nyanta ka banko samba. So nitel daman be nyo sansan ke be soma dadaka. How about us, the poor people that are paying the taxes? How about the military? How about the police? How about the immigration, the teachers, the nurses? You understand? So I think that protest was a good one, and we are proud of ourselves. And if they continue bringing bills, many along national interest, will still keep coming out in our numbers to protest against it. Yeah.
I think a protest is the deal. It's not actually to protest to go against the laws of the land or the nation. It's actually to protest against the unfairness of things that are actually happening in the country.
Yeah.
Bob Janimbe Bulala, as a prominent person, mu mayalunku like jama they look into you, as a role model. What advice do you have for people, especially the youths, like coming you're more into children, going to schools and all of that?
Yeah, tell advice moment. I have always said that Bine Gambia Jubi, for me I've been going to schools, be from Benda school in a team member, for me, I'm really worried about the future of this country. We are a very youthful population. According to statistics, 65% of our population, 65% of the whole Gambia are below 35 years. Can you imagine 35 years today? I'm below 35, I'm 33. Maybe you are less than 35, I don't know. But Biniajibe, we are the majority. You understand? So now, until Soma, what kind of Gambia are we going to inherit tomorrow? We should ask ourselves that. It doesn't matter if you are going to school or not. What type of Gambia do you want to see yourself into? So I think this would be a question that every sensible, genuine Gambian, young Gambian should ask yourself. You understand? So what I'm coming from Moleko, let's just be one. Let's just be united. We can have our political differences, but when it comes to national issues, let's be one, let's be united. You understand? Let's not allow few politicians, many along code, they are only looking for their selfish interests. You understand? To decide our future for us, because our future lays in our own hands. Beating for ni campaign can, for example, you can for le walling, you can use le walling. What do they give you? Footballs, you understand? Pick up and t-shirts. But after the election, most of these people, you don't even see them. They're in their SUVs. You don't look at our private school also. You don't look at our private hospital also. You understand? You don't lay insurance card also. So while the poor people continue to suffer. So the love fight there is to fight for the masses, people that are actually making changes, that are movers and shakers. You understand? But not just few corrupt individuals, many alonko. You can sunyaro in a very civilized way. People to celebrate them because we need to be Bob Kera minister. German phone can have salary. For example, once he become the minister across rugby, the biggest charitable person in the Gambia. Well, na fengolte, na official. It's like a Kaspa and Jamo, like a Jamo, it's like a Mosama Maka. Where are they getting this money from? Prior to that, they cannot even take care of themselves. So, we should stand up against them. This money belongs to the whole Gambia as a national cake. Not only few people are going to enrich themselves. And the message is, let's be united and know that the future is bright.
Okay, before we go, corruption is rampant. We're seeing lots of government officials. The latest one actually is the former Minister of Lands, who is actually Sirif Abasanya. We've seen the number of, I don't even know how to describe it, but we've seen he has taken lots of money from
allegedly, yes, because he's still, yes.
Okay, from the Gambia, and he's actually about to go to court to clean up himself. If Gambia describe how would you describe the Gambia today?
No, banku kano manke ko because model kame muda banku model bijol kafe banku kano le banku kano because in banku kano you look at the situation of Gambia, we are less than 4 million people. But look at us, we are sitting now, there is not even no electricity. In a small country, less than 3.5 million people. You understand? Dakar alone is 8 million people. But it is not Dakar from a day, there is no light. So there is a problem. So unless nga banku kano nte amere sign for na curriculum kono school nationalism should be ticked there. Banku kano ta ya duni dindun jato kono Gambia kano.
Very important.
You understand? It's very important. Senegal you will be nitara Senegal. Ni sirin tuba fo ejang sek anta job. Ajibe la school ye to la bantala jang apart from Edwards. Nenda fa nyinga who is Edward teaching Malanya did the banjo. Nobody knows about him. Balaja umpa wol. Daw Sadora Karbaja role. PS Njaya. You understand? These are people, many ago, they have done wonder Balaja Humpa wol. They have done wonders to the Gambia. But we don't talk about them. You understand? We talk about other nationalness. Mandela will. Wole akela bankole. Kwame Nkrumah will. Wole akela bankole. I understand. Sek anta job. So nte mira. Na education system of India ka falene. The curriculum.
Like the whole curriculum.
The whole thing have to be like nationalism. Nyanta ka dunjele. Komi yela banko kano. American on Jube, we are the United States of America. The American on proudly. We are the United Kingdom because you all do the Balokon. Chinese all Jube from grassroots now. They are teaching their kids how to love their country and how to contribute. But Gambia be like men celebrate all small. Yeah, later a mile to be kind of old menji men from 5-10 years almost mobile all 20,000. But I'm have a small. For example, Janibe Suka kela minister di, wale ba kela director, wala na bro raja. Ani Bensol ba blokon. But yake minister di, within 6 months, bunja wal belola. You understand? Saladan la belola bunda dato. And when his salary is less than $50,000 and I family, so it doesn't make sense. So in the love fight is for this, but you against the government. We want the better for the country. Most of these government officials, it don't become Ulu Gambia. Ni lafta wuli la musol tara fo kono se la vaka wuli ke America wala UK wala other places also. Ni telephone sasara they go to private clinics. So ni sasara jangara hariyala. So this is what we are fighting for. And we will still continue fighting. So now for government the young people are like let's just be united, be one. and fight for the best interest of our country. Sukai.
Thank you for coming, Bo.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, wonderful viewers. We've come to the end of this program, which is called One on One with Sux. And of course, today we have Bo Keita, a prominent Gambian youth. Thank you for joining us, and have a good day.
Welcome to Properties Gambia Real Estate.
My name is Daniel Yusuf Samba. I'm the CEO of Properties Gambia Real Estate. Real estate has been going now for the past 4 years. It's been going very well. Our real estate is not just about selling lands, it's about development, building houses and things like that. So that's where I bring my expertise into the company. My team, I could not do it without them. In terms of experience, we work as a team here in Properties Gambia. We help each other to deliver. But my experience in the Gambia has been good, but it goes with its obstacles, just like anywhere in the world you're doing business. It's just about structuring and making sure you're delivering and so on. So when we first started out as a real estate, we were selling empty lands. That is no longer the case, and that was never my aim. We sell lands, we do sell empty lands, but now we are moving forward in terms of development and construction. So we build houses. At present, we're building about 4 houses, bungalows, story buildings. So yeah, it varies. Any of the clients that have gone through Properties Gambia, we've always delivered, regardless, on time and paperwork and so on. So, our motto is, you are safe with us. And I'm not just saying that. I work tirelessly to make sure that we deliver. Yes, and there is a lot of real estates in the Gambia. Competition is there, but I think there's just very few that are actually, that can be trusted in the Gambia, unfortunately. But I can assure and detest that, we are definitely one of those that are coming through slowly but surely.
With Properties Gambia Real Estate, you are safe with us.